This is #1 video on postage stamps. Benjamin Franklin postage stamps. 1706 to 90. Was a statesman, author, publisher, scientist, inventor, and diplomat, born to a Boston family of modest means. All of these antique postage stamps has a picture of Benjamin on them. And we will be talking about the history of the postage stamps and the history of the late Benjamin Franklin. Now, this postcard that you see here was made in 1907. And it reads on the back, it said, "Dear Rosa, Lewis told me to send you this card because you sent him a coon card." Our next postage stamp here also have a face of Benjamin Franklin pointing, and the date on this postcard, where this postage stamp was certified by the postal service, and it goes back to 1907. There was a lot of valuable postcards that came out during 1907. But first, before we go any further, let's take a closer look at Benjamin Franklin. If you have a dollar bill in your pocket, you can see a closer picture of Benjamin Franklin. Here is one right here from the internet. It says, remember that time is money. Benjamin Franklin. Now, as we continue, I need to give you some more information about that postage stamp by Benjamin Franklin, 1907. Let's go to the internet and get some information to see how valuable this stamp could be, possibly could be. Okay? Here's a Benjamin Franklin stamp right here. This is a Benjamin Franklin stamp right here, dated 1907, the same as the one I have. And it's valued at $10,000. And then we have another Benjamin Franklin here on this side that is valued at $24.99. But this is a 1/2 cent. My postage stamp and the one you see in this picture here is a 1-cent stamp. Now, as we continue, I'm going from one stamp to the other. And on this side, we have it says monument to Cole James L. or Anderson, South Carolina. This is a monument. This is a monument in Anderson, South Carolina. Now we have another postage stamp here. It's dated 1908. Benjamin Franklin. Let's turn it over here and you can see George Washington back during the 17th century. And it also been stamped on the front. But Washington taking command of the army. And we have right here on this side, Washington, farewell to his officers. Farewell to his officers. Now let's go on to the next postage stamp. We're going on to the next postage stamp here. We have a very old postage stamp here. And as you can see here, the postage date on this one is 1908. West Union. Okay, now on the front of this postcard, it says, "Here's to the prettiest, hers to the wittiest, herbs to the trust of all who are true. Here to the sweetest one, here to them all in one. Here to you." Okay, the next one here, we have a postage stamp. We have a postage stamp here that has the postage date on this side. Okay, it's been certified by the Postal Service, 1908. We have another 1908 here. Now, what is this? Let's go back into time a little bit. Let's just go back into time and during the colonial days, I suppose, and see what went on during that time. What actions was being taken and by whom. Okay, let's take a closer look. Look like to me they're changing a tire. Changing a tire. Now the postage stamp, the postage dated on this postage card was printed upside down. No, they put the postage stamp upside down. Now we have a postage date, another one here, 1908. There's another postage stamp here, 1 cent by Benjamin Franklin. And we have another date, 1908. And the front of this picture, it says, looks like fireworks. Little fella, his age was 8. Sold to celebrate. Mid-cannon cricket. His and okay, anyway, we'll go on to the next postage stamp. Here's another one here. The same stamp, same this one here is also 1908. And we have here on the front, well, I don't know what this kind of island this is, but it says here at the bottom of the picture, a picturesque garden, Anderson, South Carolina. Picturesque garden. Okay, let's continue the procedure. Here we have another postage card here, and it's dated 1908. 1908 must have been a busy year. Walhalla, South Carolina. Main Street, Walhalla, South Carolina. Well, I don't see any stores. Only thing I see is houses. So it must have been just 2 houses on 1908, Walhalla, South Carolina. Okay, now we'll go on to our next postage stamp. And this one, let's see, by Benjamin. The date is really not clear too much on this one. And but on the front, we have some kids playing. They having a wonderful time. The chicken sitting on the Easter eggs. It must be Easter. Is it Easter? Yep, they go Easter greetings right there on this side. Easter greetings. Okay, now let's go on. Let's continue this basic procedure. And we have a few more. Here's one here. The date is 1906. I see the 6 right here. 1906. And on the front, it's look like Christmas greetings. It says, "A Merry Christmas to you." Merry Christmas to you. Okay, we'll move on now to our last postage stamp and postcard. This last one here is the same type postage stamp with Benjamin Franklin facing this way. And the date on this is 1907. Let's turn it around this way a little bit. Here it is. No, that's April the 16th, 7 p.m. Okay, we have it right here. There's it right there. This is another 1907, as you can see right here. And what we have on the front, it says visit, Visit Park, Anderson, South Carolina. This is a park in Anderson, South Carolina. And if it's still standing there, they might be, all this could be gone by now. You know, it could have been after all these years. Something else could be built here at this time.